Alright, so in this video, we're going to be going over some of the topics we learned throughout the semester and why they're important, and just an overall reflection on everything that we learned throughout the 15 weeks we were here. Alright, throughout the 15 weeks, we learned a lot of stuff, but these are some of the main points that we learned about throughout the year. Some of these topics include digital literacy and what it means, such as, the ethics around it, the textbook definition, what it means in your own words. Then we also learned digital footprint and how it affects yourself online and how to protect yourself online, such as Googling your own name, seeing what pops up, and also learning about VPNs, cookies, stuff like that. Then also we learned about the digital media landscape and how it relates to online communities throughout the textbook. We learned how about online communities such as trolls ended up affecting things in real life, or hate groups online. And also we learned about how websites are built and created. We learned how to do a rough introduction to coding, HTML. We learned how to customize elements of our own website. Then also we learned how to identify misinformation online. We learned about two main strategies on how to figure this out, and we looked at multiple sources. We gave our own examples and why we figured out they were misinformation. Then we also learned how to build a professional profile on LinkedIn. This is important because a lot of us coming into going to college are about to be into professional spaces in our own jobs and career. And it's important to have this so that we know how employers will see us, and also this ties into the digital footprint. Okay, here are my top 3 topics that I chose to go over in more detail. The first one I chose was digital literacy and what it means. And the reason I chose this one as one of my top 3 is because I think it's really interesting because it involves all digital media, such as, video games, articles online, websites, forums, communities online. And it genuinely means, like, I'd say it's more of like a set of rules that you should follow, such as like the ethical implications, like how you should run your spaces, how people should be able to communicate freely on these spaces. It also involves like a lot of the technical skills needed, such as coding, how to create content online through apps like YouTube, and social media in general. It goes through about how to manage a community online, and it also has to deal with skills in your everyday life, because a lot of these skills are necessary to have now, because our world is entirely run by, digital media at this point, such as, banking. Most companies run through websites and stuff like that. So if you know about, a great deal of these rules and how to conduct yourself online, it will really help in your future career. And also it really helps to know this, just not even in your professional career, just like in your normal day-to-day life, because it'll make everything much easier as it relates to the web. Alright, next, my second topic that I liked the most was digital footprint and what it means. Now, the reason I chose this one is because I think that, especially in the digital age, a lot of us need to look out after this, because we go through a lot of like different accounts, different social media sites, and we have no idea what type of stuff we leave behind. So, like, for example, like I could have posted a really bad video like 4 years ago on TikTok. I would like never remember about it until someone looks up my name on, said account, or like my own name. And then, like, let's say it's an employer or something and it's like really bad, I could just, not get their job because of it. So I think we should all look out for this type of digital footprint. And what I wrote down is that we have 2 different types of footprints. The first type of footprint I put down is active footprint, which is just information you intentionally share, like social media posts, comments, emails, and online forums. And then the second type of digital footprint is passive footprint, which is basically just data collected without your direct input, such as browsing history, IP addresses, location, cookies, and purchases online. And we also went through like like the kind of like cybersecurity type stuff, where it's you should have like VPNs on, you should know what cookies does, you should always know what type of info is being tracked by the company. And also, I think I chose this one because I relate to a lot to it, because I have a lot of different social media accounts. I wasn't really like like my name isn't really out there. Like, if you look at my name, I'm not going to show up. But like, I feel like if you're a different type of student, like an athlete, or something, you could look up your own name and see, some freaky stuff. Or like even if you look up your own name, you can see like on like AI or something, it'll even start talking about you in like a very weird way. All right, the final thing that I want to talk about, and my third most favorite that we talked about this semester, was how to build a professional website, more specifically on LinkedIn. Now, the reason I chose this one is because I think that everybody that goes to college should just know how to do this, because once you leave, you're going to want to get a real job, right? And just having this website could really help, like not even your own website, just a basic LinkedIn could really help employers look at your best traits, and it also helps your digital footprint, because like that's going to be the first thing that pops up other than other stuff. So the other stuff will still be there, but the website will be the main thing, and they'll mostly just take a look at that. And also I put that this really helps because it'll be a good way to put your resume all in one spot. And also you could kind of slack off on your actual resume, because this will be a good way to put everything into one little space, and all you have to do is just put in the fine details, your message, and why they should hire you.